The title of the album is Dodge the Hammer, inspired by a lot of Latin grooves and funk grooves. And there are pieces of it that are very, very danceable, and it's something that I love about this album, something that inspired it a lot during its development. So I consider that I feel it when I'm writing a song. The pulse of the song is like a hammer coming down and hitting a board, like this big thud, and it's internalized, and I feel it. It drives me. And the way that I write melodies is kind of like finding my way around it, because I don't want to cloud up that rhythm. So I feel like the melody is the dodging the hammer.
One of the most exciting elements of this music, and especially this project right now, is the local element and the combination musicians that we've stumbled upon. Through teaching and working and playing out live, that's how we've all met each other, and it's through music. And I feel I'm super excited about how we've all kind of pulled around each other, and how the energy that's come together from us playing together is really it's fueling this project.
My personal favorite part of performing is the interaction that takes place on the stage, and the experimental, creative energy that happens there. It's an environment unlike anything else, because you're being watched closely in some cases, and you can either recognize that you're being watched, and that's where, I mean, a lot of times nerves will come from. If people get nervous on stage, that's where that happens. Or you can understand that people watching you are just trying to connect, they're trying to relate to you. So then you just go into what you're feeling in your own personal expression of what you're there to do. And you can lose yourself in it, because everyone there is wanting that to happen. They're wanting that pure expression to take place. So if you recognize that desire, and you dive into yourself, and you dive into the band, if it's more people on stage than one, and you allow, like through improvisation and exploration, the language of music to really create something that's original and pure and real and honest, I think that everyone really resonates with that. You know, it really builds this amazing relationship that may only last for a few hours of the night, but it's a really special thing, and I think that's what I personally love about performing so much. When it first began and the demo process for this last album was starting, my favorite song, what I thought would be the first single, was Good Night.
Good Night is a really exciting song for us. It's one that I'm personally really excited about. I feel the band is really excited about putting out. It gives a moment, at least one moment, to all the members. It really puts together our influences and expresses them in what I feel is a coherent way. There's definitely a really strong Latin feel to the groove. Has a lot of jazz and rhythmically interesting sections as well. Good night, sweet dreams.
I love that tune. It's close to my heart. The further that process has gone, the more it's kind of shifted. I've come to appreciate the power and the meaning of some of the slower songs, like Fall Apart Eventually.
This love's a diamond, but it isn't ours.
The more that I live with it, the more that I come to really gain an appreciation for the soundscape, the way the instruments play with each other. It's really powerful, and yeah, I've really come to dig that tune. Through the recording process, just the sonic, interesting elements of Borrowed Time have really hit me hard. I think that song is awesome.
Hey!
And Bloodhound, I think, is another one that, as this process has gone on, we actually decided to do a remix of Bloodhound for the album with my good friend Zayla Zen, and it's awesome. It's really exciting. So it's come together. It's kind of taken itself, and I feel like now it owns itself, and I'm just like a witness to what it's become, and I'm eager to see where it takes itself on that path.
I pretty fairly firmly believe that it's the responsibility of the people that listen to the music to define it. I feel like when an artist defines themselves, they're going to take something away from their own creative process, because when they sit down to write a song, even if it's not a conscious thought, in the back of their mind they're going to be thinking, well, I'm an R&B singer, or I'm a rock singer, I'm an indie singer, so this song has to kind of go that direction. Whereas we have the luxury, without really being self-defined anyway, to sit back and just whatever we feel we put out. It might be an instrumental jazz tune, it might be a hard rock tune like Borrowed Time, it might be a straight up funk song. Whatever we want to do, it's fair game.
It's this spontaneous, organic, natural, creative expression. We don't limit ourselves. We're not trying to write for a certain audience. We're not trying to write for a certain medium. It's really honest music.
Whatever feels right with everybody kind of reigns. And a lot of times we don't even have to have a conversation about it. We'll just be sitting and playing, and all of a sudden the right thing will happen, and we'll all just look at each other and nod, which is really cool.
From conception of a song to the end of it, you build a relationship with these songs that is as intimate as any relationship I've ever had. I know every piece, every millisecond of these songs. There's an intention behind every piece of these songs. So to put that on wax, so to speak, to record that and set it in stone, is a really difficult thing to do for songs that have been evolving for a long period of time that are so close to you, you know. But yeah, this album has taken a long time to put together, and we're really excited to be at the place now where we can finally share with people.